Hi there, namaste, and welcome back to another spiritualistic pick a card reading. Thank you so very much for being here. Today I'm channeling a message to you from the Pleiades. So please take a deep breath, drawing the energy up your spine, creating a clear and open channel. And as you exhale, allow yourself to come into clear knowing which group or groups has your message in it for you today. We have group number 1 on the left with subtle vibration. Group number 2 in the center with exploring patience. And group number 3 on the right with it's your ancestors. As always, the timestamps to your readings are going to be listed below in the description box. And that's also where you'll be able to find information about my channeling readings on Wednesdays on my private YouTube subscription channel, my more 3D grounded readings every week on my Patreon channel, so I compartmentalize those for you guys. And if you're interested in a personal reading, one of my books or one of my journals that I've made for your own channeled messages, jotting down your dreams, your shadow work, things like this. Also my Follow Your Heart and Light Codes Oracle deck. You'll be able to find these as well on my Etsy shop, all below in the description box. Thank you so very much to those of you who reached out to me and let me know that my website was down. I was able to get that back up and running. So if you are interested in reading some tidbits that I have put together, you can find those on my blog. So if you are not looking to take a look at one of my books or anything right now, you can still find tons and tons of helpful information when it comes to science, quantum mechanics, Reiki, astrology, divination in general, and all sorts of good stuff where you can find information for healing your mind, body, and spirit on my blog. I will see you at your reading. Namaste. Hi there, Group 1. Namaste, and welcome to your reading. Today I'm channeling a message to you from the Pleiadian Collective, and you selected the first group with the subtle vibration card. The first message that is coming through for you, group number 1, is actually I'm being shown a crystalline blue orb, and I'm also being shown a violet color. This lets me know that you are tapping in with your cosmic consciousness and that the Pleiadian Collective is around you very, very strongly. This may be something that you have been feeling for a while, and they're showing me waves, so this may be something that comes and goes but is omnipresent like the ocean. But how near and far this collective is with you, how connected you are with this one in particular, well, sometimes they are really at the forefront of your spirit team and your spiritual life, and other times they ebb and flow, always omnipresent. You are also experiencing a large, I'm hearing crown chakra awakening, if you will, which means that this, with the cosmic consciousness message, is letting me know that you are very spiritually advanced. With the subtle vibration card, the Pleiadians would like to draw your attention to that which you do and do not yet feel comfortable speaking about. Some things are not meant to be said, but they are meant to be heard. They want me to repeat that. Some things are not meant to be said, but they are meant to be heard. You, group number 1, are a phenomenal listener. Or, for some of you, you are getting better at listening. To yourself, to the cosmos, to those around you, and to, if you will, your spirit guides. The Pleiadian Collective is happy to come through and say hi to you today, and they would like to let you know that they are adding a little bit of extra sparkle, and I'm hearing the word nuance, into your life to help not only keep things interesting, but to also help you to feel a little less density as you bridge between your own levels of consciousness and this physical realm. You do not spend very much time here, group number 1, whether this is in general as an incarnation, maybe you do not come around these parts very often, Or perhaps you are at a place in your spiritual journey where you simply experience this body and reality as a side effect of all that you are, have been, and you are currently always in all of the places that you ever have been and ever can or will be. The Pleiadian Collective would like for you to practice your Kapalbhati breath. If you are not familiar with this, you may find interest in looking it up. They would love to draw attention to your breath, and they want to let you know that the air, the wind, can and will breathe for you if you allow it. A lot of the meticulous systems and rigorous beliefs, as well as rituals or perhaps habits that you enact on a daily basis, are largely unnecessary. Now, for ritual's sake, for intention's sake, for manifestation's sake, these things are valid and very helpful. But they would also like you to know that you are able now to take a few steps back and diminish your practice in certain ways. Again, you selected the subtle vibration card. It will require, from now on, significantly less effort for you to progress quickly in the mind, body, spirit, emotions, consciousness, in any area which you are selecting to contribute your energy towards. You are noticing at this moment that others around you are seeing, feeling, acknowledging the astonishing progress on your journey, as well as some of the capabilities that you have been practicing and perhaps diluting to make others more comfortable. Yet there are even some things that you leave unsaid, because as we said before, some things are not meant to be said, but are meant to be heard. You have a voice, you have a truth, and you have a heart. Energies, all of which can be heard by using the spiritual ears, not necessarily the physical ears. As you know, our perception of our senses, our experience of our senses, is using our third dimensional vessel in order to experience astral truths. This is why sound healing and words of affirmation are so powerful. This is why you can feel someone tickle you, even though they are not actually touching you. This is why your eyes work, simply because they are putting together an image based upon refracted light rays. Your body is a portal, and it is a vessel. So is your physical life, whichever one we are speaking about today. Some of you are experiencing multiple at the same time, and some of you are just opening up to this possibility. Some of you may not resonate at all whatsoever with your own physical vessel at this point in time. And some of you, a few of you listening, Group 1, you don't come around here often. They would like to remind you to play and also take it easy on those around you. Group number 1, the Pleiadian Collective would like to let you know that your ability to tap in with the antiparticle, with the lifetrons, with the subtle vibrations, the makeup of the atom, of the molecule, all that lies underneath all that is. Not all that is or is not, but all in between. This connectivity of what some might call space, but this in and of itself is a nuanced manifestation of this energy. Again, some things are meant to be heard and not spoken. The Pleiadian Collective wants to draw to your attention that you have a golden halo around your aura at this point in time, not just encompassing your head. And again, they're drawing attention to the crown of your head. Energetically and spiritually, you wear a crown. And do not forget, not that you would, but for your own experience's sake, that those whose crown needs to be seen do not have one in the antiparticular realm. The point between your eyes is a lot less important than you think it is for you at this point in your journey. This is not because you have sight to open up any longer. This is because you do not manifest things based on a particular timeline. You do not exist within a particular timeline. Because of this, you may find it easier for you to reapproach certain gifts, abilities, or one-off situations, miracles, if you will, that you have practiced, performed, or experienced before in your life, maybe one or just a small handful of times before. As these phenomena become more of a regular part of your daily life, the Pleiadian Collective wants to let you know that you can ground your energy through them, as they are not third-dimensional beings, but they are fifth-dimensional beings. And this is the realm that rules your ethereal template, as well as the energies that deal with what is heard but not said. You are aware of the makeup of your universe and of this universe, and you are also aware of the fact that this is not actually a multi-universal or multi-dimensional rule, and you are also aware of the fact that we are only using these words because they are words that are available to the human collective at this time. Never underestimate the power of a spiral, and when in doubt, turn your energy purple. Let's get into the tarot cards. Okay. Messages, please, to group number 1 from the Pleiadian Collective. Forward progress, forward movement, finally reaching solid ground after a while, grounding your body after large spiritual experiences, grounding spiritual experiences after large progression in the spiritual realms. Okay, we pulled a few cards here. Page of Coins at the back of the deck most notably, and let's see what's at the top here so that we can understand this entire energy. 10 of Coins. Coming into abundance, okay, starting new beginnings. There's a distraction outside my window, so take a moment to breathe. In for 3, 2, 1, and out for 3, 2, 1. You're taking the first step towards the most abundant chapter of your life yet. You've been hearing this a lot. You notice that your life has been elevating exponentially. This is not going to stop. This feeling of being peeled open is only going to continue. You are aware that you are about to be moved in one way or another. For some of you, well, this can apply to many different areas of your life for many different people watching this. So far, we have 2 pages coming out. A realization that your physical experience and your emotions are more tied than you were initially taught or once believed. Yes, you know that you must feel things to manifest them, but do you know that you are manifesting what you are feeling? Yes, but your feelings are longer than your emotions, deeper than your emotions. I'm being shown the characters of a language that I don't speak. And it definitely looks as though it might be, is it Farsi? I don't know because I don't speak it. I don't recognize it and I cannot read it, but they're showing me a language that exists on this earth, and there's something about the divinity behind certain sounds. I personally study this through Sanskrit, and it's also a very significant practice in Judaism, in the original Hebrew language. So I heard ding ding ding. Okay, so that can be significant for you as well. I do have a good book on this. Check out the Book of Formation, Sefer Yetzirah, this one. If that resonates for you, I'll put it to the side. Your message from the Pleiadians, group number 1, is that you are stepping out of a chapter of being alone, but in this chapter you're going to feel even more alone than you did when you were. This is because your sense of individuality has been cracked open to the point where you are not just choosing to have remote experiences, but you are the remote experience. It seems as though you've recently made a choice when it comes to maybe the dimension of time and space, or the way that you decided to approach your life from a spiritual perspective. Maybe not as a human, but as a soul. It seems that you have recently made a large choice that is beginning to affect the minutiae in your life, except these small details are getting larger and larger and larger. You are aware that something in your life is expanding, and this has a lot to do with your clairsentience, a lot to do with your feeling, a lot to do with your awareness. You are growing heightened instincts. I'm hearing back to the human original. And with this, you are understanding why you have received a lot of the sacred information that you have up until this point. The Pleiadians would like to remind you that if you need access tapping into the light, you can ground yourself and spend time with the sun. And they would also like to remind you that there is the correct amount of light and the correct amount of night here on Earth. So, if you feel called to tap in more with Earth's natural circadian rhythm, this will be very, very beneficial for you, and will also help you to transform things more easily and with more joy. You are noticing that you have hit a point of no return, not only in your spiritual journey, but when it comes to your incarnation process as a whole. If you were to look at every single person, place, thing, experience, being that you have been, currently are, will be, again, this is a fourth dimensional construct, past, present, future, parallel lifetimes. Time, space is the fourth dimension. You are aware that you have hit a point of no return. When it comes to your progression, when it comes to your choices here, your fingertips and your toes can be significant at this time. And if this is the case, do not neglect your heels and your palms. That message is for more of you than you think that it is. So, gently draw awareness back to this message when it comes up over the following days and weeks. The Pleiadians are aware that you are choosing to let more of yourself be seen and felt, and that this is something that for others has always been a point of no return, and will continue to grow and enhance in this way as well. Because the relativity of this experience is growing on your end, the effect of this experience will also grow on theirs. Continue to trust in and spread your wings. Continue to trust in and spread your truth. And allow yourself to know that those who know need not speak. And certain things do not require to be spoken because they can already be heard. This is where, again, we draw you to the divinity of sound. Not just singing bowls, not just tuning forks, not just musical notes. The antiparticle of the sound that is beneath the sound. The feeling that you get when you can feel a sound that you cannot hear. When you can feel something that is not touching your body. When you can see something that you are not experiencing. And alternatively, how the inverse of all of that is just as real and true. Group number 1, the Pleiadian Collective does want to let you know that they are here guiding you. And I'm also hearing to tell you that you've got it. Allow yourself to continue to observe what is around you instead of partaking in it. And allow yourself to be something that is heard without speaking. Your energy speaks louder than any word can. And trust that with every ending comes a new beginning, because there was never such thing as either one of these in the first place. And when you choose to ground, enjoy what you experience, because the experience of time and space already does not exist in the third dimension. So enjoy the relativity, because your body is a portal, your experience is a portal, both into your body and out of it. Enjoy the fuzziness between these fine lines. Swim through the current of connectivity, and know that this point of no return will not only be something that you love to experience, but will be something that you will never, ever even consider looking back. You may feel an energy that connects with this. You may have a hunch what this relates to, but we would like to let you know that for some reason, you have put your life in this order throughout many incarnations, not just this one. And to pay attention to the ebb and the flow of the waves, either in your geographical area or just within your own self. Remember, water retains energy, and water retains memory, and water is an energy. So you do not need to be next to it to tap in with it. Okay, group number 1, that is your message from the Pleiadians. I hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity for you. And I hope you have an amazing and beautiful rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful magical realm. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for connecting here with us today. And I hope to see you next time. Namaste. Hi there, group number 2. Namaste, and welcome to your reading. Today, I'm channeling a message to you from the Pleiades, and you selected the second group with the Exploring Patience card. The first message that wants to come through for you is that the Pleiadian Collective would like to gently draw awareness to a calling that you have had somewhat recently and knew that it would be placed somewhere in the future. There's no coincidence that you selected the Exploring Patience card, group number 2. You are about to experience a different looking life, and you have been very, very patient for a very long time. Now, about this calling that you have had a while ago, the time is now. And so, as you begin to make steps towards this, it's going to be important that you remember that you are guided and that you are protected. And that this is for you as much as it is by you. You will understand when you get there. There is a lot of Venusian energy around you at this time, as your energy and aura are highly alluring right now. You will notice that at this time, specifically, will be one of those moments where everyone around you wants a piece. Whether they require something from you and it's an emergency because they say so, or it's someone that you love and care about and deeply respect who really needs your help and only you can help them. You will notice at this time that you get a lot more attention, a lot more offers, a lot of things that do not serve you, And you are being asked at this moment in time to pause, reflect, and wait. You, group number 2, are very patient. You are, in fact, one of the most patient beings that is here incarnated on Earth right now. And because of this, the way that you move, the certainty with which you move, and the pace at which you move are all not only divinely orchestrated, but in everyone and everything's highest interest. You are aware that you have been working with the energies of fire and air recently, as well as water. It is now time that you look at space and Earth. After a long while of evolution and being patient without being able to be seen for who and what you really are, nonetheless expressing as much as you can, the best that you can, but also honoring that a lot of what you have to say is not currently physiologically understandable to many at this point in time, particularly those around you. You are noticing that the things that come full circle in your life have a while ago, and that now you are beginning a new phrase, a new phase, a new part of your life. But this is one that has been reserved for you and you alone, because it requires particular understanding. And this is not the kind that you will be able to learn by listening to copy and pasted spiritual dogma jargon, primarily because you have already outgrown a lot of the things that were put out there for people to grow into. Now, group number 2, the Pleiadian collective, is around you very gently at this time. You will notice that if there are certain things that remind you of the Pleiadian collective, those are the things that will be around you at this time. This is not because the Pleiadians are not around you, but because they are. But they are aware that they are not meant to be your primary focus at this point in time. However, whenever you become aware of their presence around you, take it as a sign, as an omen, that not only are you on the right path, but you have the correct sentience for your particular situation. You will notice a large shift that has already begun. But as this occurs, the waves of the ripple effect are still manifesting throughout your day-to-day life. So take these in stride, and do not forget to listen to the songs of the birds. Birds are your guide at this point in time, for they are actually more attuned to this energy than humans are. There's a large misconception that humans are the most evolved species on this planet, and this could not be further from the truth. Take language, for example. You are aware that there is an extra attention to what it is you are consuming at this time, in any way, shape, or form. This is more than a point of releasal for you. And this is more than a point of consuming the right things. This is the detoxification of an incarnation as a whole. You will notice at this time that your body mirrors your energy mirrors your consciousness. And if you are feeling inflammation, this may not be a negative sign. Continue to take positive care of yourself and your body. And allow yourself to trust that what is easy for you might not be easy for others. And this you are aware of, but this is part of your beauty. This is also part of your severity. This is part of your foundation. And this is also why it is so normal for you to explore patience. In this moment, allow yourself to use patience as your time measure. When it comes to comparing yourself and situations, people, things that serve you, things that can honor you, patience, consciousness, and respect always go hand in hand. Okay, so that was your first channel. Let's get into the tarot, group number 2, to see what messages the Pleiadian Collective have for you today. Okay. They're showing me energy transmutation and what I would consider, like in the feeling, like a clairsentient feeling, a happy, healthy, idealized home life. Okay. So transmuting something that relates to your home. And they're also drawing my attention to energies of Venus and Virgo. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups coming out. 9 of Coins making an appearance. They asked me not to take these. Messages, please, to group number 2 from the Pleiadian Collective. I'm hearing the song Believe by Cher. Do you believe in life after love? Yes, okay. With the 4 of Swords and the Moon. Here it is. You have transmuted and dispersed and released several energies that have once been, I'm hearing, forcefully imprinted upon you, perhaps in childhood or something else. You've been taking time to rest and to heal, to pray and to meditate. It's like healing turns into resting once you finish that phase. Resting turns into learning when you finish that phase. The learning turns into praying when you finish that phase, asking, if you will, manifesting. And that phase turns into meditation, self-exploration, dedicating yourself to that which is true and that which is you. This sets you apart. They're showing me a monk meditating in the mountains. There is an energy here about you that is revered because it is sacred. It is sacred because it is patient. It is patient because it's been through a consciousness exploration journey. Group number 2. The Pleiadians are ready for you to take flight and to take action when it comes to moving towards your future. And they would like to let you know that this is a vision that has been protected from others in your life in some way, shape, or form. And so because of this, you may or may not be surprised to find out that you are receiving external pieces of this foundation to create this vision. There is such thing as fate, and there is such thing as destiny. Even Source is subjected to fate. You have this knowledge, or will soon be coming into it. But this is not about the facts. This is about the wisdom. When the two align, you have patience and things make sense. When they do not, this is an indication that there is more work to be done. The Pleiadians would like to let you know that they are helping to shift some things right now in your external life, and that it's time to answer the calling and to take that step forward. This might seem small for you, but this is actually going to be something that displaces you out of a situation that does not serve you and places you into one that does. You have done the work. You have completed the work. And because of this, group number 2, the Pleiadian Collective is aware that you know who you are, what you have to offer, and the specifications of your aura and energy field, what it takes to be that, to become that, to sustain and maintain that, and also energies that you do and do not want to be around. Aware that it is more important than most for you to listen to these, not because it's uncomfortable or you can get information download, but because it is not always helpful, safe, or conducive for others to know that energy like yours exists. The Pleiadian Collective knows that you know what they're speaking about, but they wish to leave that part vague for your knowing and your knowing alone, or for further exploration. When it comes to connection, you are receiving a lot of good, perhaps friends, luck in romance, support, when it comes to very material, grounded things. Do, my loves, they're saying, take this with a grain of salt. And do be grateful, do practice gratitude, but also be aware that you are soon to be revealed for who you truly are. You have been allowing yourself to interact with trustworthy, beautiful beings that are not actually able to come with you fully on this next part of your journey. So, rather than allowing yourself to worry or stress about this, be patient and simply go where we're telling you to go, or do what you're being told to do. This will be affirmed by your intuition, by your spirit guides, by source, by your higher self, by the Pleiadian Collective. There will be no question about the fact that this is a calling for you. You are aware at this time that you have been very, very comfortable in your, I'm hearing like facade environment. They're showing me Mulan, the movie Mulan, for those of you who have seen that, where she's friends with all of the people in the army or military, but she is pretending to be something that she's not. But she has made a family there. So they're showing me that. The Pleiadians would like for you to know, group number 2, that your access to magic, and they're saying we use that word because you like that word, your access to magic is something that allows you to stand out from the rest. And it's also exactly the reason why you're able to identify what the correct move is, what the correct anything is. This has, in the past, walked you through stress and anxiety. Again, because things that are easy for you are not easy for others. You feel as though, or you have felt, that there is something that was hidden from you. We are here now to tell you what that is. Please listen to this calling. It is taking you out of one environment that would be harmful, traumatic, difficult, or uncomfortable for you, and into another one that holds a blessing for you and you alone. Your patience, your due diligence, and your ability to transcend, to transmute, and to withstand anything is admirable, beautiful, and one of a kind. At this time, you are being asked to walk towards your blessings instead of stay where you would need to withstand something, because you are patient, because you are transcended, because you are devoted, and others are not. You're being taken out of the energies that you've needed to wade through to remember who you are. You are being moved away from the energies that wish to pry you apart and pick you apart. And just because you are strong enough to withstand these energies does not mean that you would not be called precisely at this point in time. It would not be woven into your blueprint precisely at this moment for you to receive a blessing, coincidentally, outside of this. So continue to listen, continue to follow, continue to devote yourself, and continue to succeed at everything that you do. You will soon be having more clarity and yet another spiritual awakening or memory, idea, moment of clarity, aha moment, as my dad likes to call it. And as you are able to dissect certain pieces and put each one where it originally belongs, truth and clarity will be bestowed upon you once more. Life is not difficult. No one is punishing you. You are not here to withstand anything. Who are you listening to? And why? Okay, group number 2. That is your channeled message from the Pleiadians. I hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity for you. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. I love you. I'm grateful for you being here, and I hope to see you next time. Namaste. Hi there, group 3. Namaste, and welcome to your reading. Today I'm channeling a message to you from the Pleiades, and you selected the 3rd group with the It's Your Ancestors card. The first message that wants to come out for you today, group number 3, is that you have a very deep, deep galactic connection with your DNA. You are very much aware of who you are, or you are about to open up to some of the galactic history and ancestors that you hold. There is a reason why you've chosen to incarnate into a particular ancestral line. This is one where you are aware that your raw capacity and ability to love unconditionally from start to end is so natural for you that, of course, you would choose to incarnate in a place that would require what others might consider heavy lifting. The Pleiadians would like to let you know, group number 3, that you are aware, or they are aware, this is not the first time that they have connected with you or tapped in with you, nor is it the most prevalent or strongest. but they would like to draw to your awareness the fact that they are beside you. And I'm hearing not to run away from the rain. There are certain energies and belief systems that are circulating Earth at this point in time. And as you are not subscribing to the things that are seemingly breaking edge, there is a curiosity around you and about you right now. Two things are clear. You follow your intuition, meaning you remember, meaning you are positive and you are loving, and that you are not subscribing or interacting with certain energies, thought processes, or even certain spiritual beliefs. This is acting in and of itself as a deep cleansing of the many collectives that you are a part of right now. And group number 3, the Pleiadian collective would like to let you know that you do not need to do as much as you have been doing. You really do not. You are being encouraged to let yourself decompress and not to spin off into timelines at all whatsoever, let alone timelines that have certain storylines attached to them, certain visions attached to them, certain constructs of time and space attached to them. Being on your highest timeline is not actually what you think it is. We will leave that message there. The Pleiadians, my dear group number 3, are sending you green, gold, and blue crystalline light at this time. You are aware that you stand out, and you are aware that this is drawing attention. Do not ever allow yourself to get placed in a cage that you did not ask to be in and you did not choose. Instead, always move towards expansion, always move towards freedom, and trust that there are gentler energies that you can tap in with, that you can connect to. You have your ancestors around you very strongly at this time. This you are certain of. You will also notice this becoming a trend right after you hear this. The Pleiadians want you to know that once more, you can anchor your energy through them as a precipice for grounding, because they know who you are, and so do you. True colors have been revealed. Not that you worry much about this anyway. This is not a detoxification period for you, group number 3. This is a decompression period for you. This may not be what you see in others when you open up your eyes, but you are also aware that others' truths and your truth are not the same. When you release ego narrative, you also release timeline. And as you release this, you tap in with divine truth. You are aware of what we're speaking of, group number 3. And this is not for you to explain, because you have other things to worry about right now, group 3. You are about to enter the luckiest period of your life, filled with happiness and learning, joy, beautiful things, good friends. And instead of unraveling in order to heal and release and ascend, you will be creating from a place of having healed, released, and ascended. You are a weaver of particles. This is who you are and who you've always been. So allow yourself to continue to move, regardless of the illusion of time and space around you, as you have been, or will soon step into. Sure, you can alter timelines, hop them, change them, but timelines exist in the 4th dimension. The 4th dimension is the space-time continuum. You are not a part of a continuum. Group number 3. You are a part of eternal consciousness, not a pattern, cycle, or loop. You are aware that you are going to be having an up level when it comes to your peace and when it comes to what is reflected around you. Enjoy the moment. Do not take anything that you're seeing through the illusion of time and space personally, for it is exactly the opposite of that. Literally. It has been like this for a while now. Welcome back. This is going to be a very big year for you. Okay, group 3, that was your channeled portion. Let's get into your tarot cards. Messages, please, to group number 3 from the Pleiadians. Messages to group number 3 from the Pleiadians. You are about to have some energies that have been inconsistent around you, not by you, not through you, but around you, becoming more permanent and consistent. This will be coming externally to you. And there's not going to be difficulty in your life. Not that there has been for a while, if you're on this pile. You have closed out not just the physical chapter, not just the lesson portion or the self-realization portion, but also the spiritual portion of a particular chapter in your life. There is an awareness, however, that something about your message was a choice. Something about your message is a choice connected to a timeline. You're being asked to release this, and you will be required to release this. This is just a heads up. I'm hearing you know better. There is a progression that has been occurring within and around you for a long time. And there is an energy that is intruding or attempting to intrude Of course, you know that this facade cannot exist. That is what makes it enticing. The Pleiadians would like to let you know, group number 3, that you have a divine orchestrated moment on its way for you. Now, of course, this exists in space and time as you are incarnate in space and time, but trust that we are putting a protective bubble and barrier around you. Again, you are being watched very closely at this time. It is easy to be picked apart by those who have no intention of understanding you or helping you. However, this is not what you wish for yourself. This is not how you treat your own journey and your own path. And it has been many years since you have made a decision out of your ego. It has been many years since you have asked the universe for something. You only jump when you are asked to jump, and this is what sets you apart. You are going to be experiencing some sort of revelation and positive experience that you have once experienced a mirrored reflection of this before. This is what is going to be permanizing in your life. The long journey is almost over. And something is about to be revealed about who you are, what you've been through, what you've needed to close out, and how you moved out of it. The way you devoted yourself, the lies that were surrounding you, the spiritual truth that you had moving towards the light, every single thing that makes you who you are and always had and always will is going to be coming to the forefront. The reaction that this creates is your sign. The Pleiadians are aware that you are a soul that does not incarnate here very often, and that those who are aware of this will try to buddy up with you and wear false masks in order to tell you that they are also one of them. They are chosen. They're one too. Yet you're aware that the things that they say do not resonate with truth, almost as if they're making things up and spoon-feeding these energies to those who don't know that this exists yet. This false alchemy, these false light projections are no longer your business or your problem. You've spoken on these more than once. You yourself have grown out of them. And so, you may now allow yourself to release all energies tied to and related to these false life projections, these illusions, these distortions. At this time, you're safer than you think. You're more loved than you know, but you know how smart you are. We are going to continue communicating with you over the following weeks to help you understand some larger spiritual truths that cannot be presented in this reading at this moment in time. As you continue to grow, level up, as you become the being that you always have been, and you have been this for a while, you will feel more and more that you do not resonate with your human shell more than you currently do. And as this is the case, allow yourself to receive bits and pieces of life or magic that affirm your truth and the truth, not the illusory realm that is all around you. This is not your home. It never has been and it never will be. Nor is your house, your body, your mind, this planet. In reality, this is not even possible. This is but a lucid dream. You are, however, not trapped here. And you are not choosing timelines to explain the reasons why you might be. The Pleiadian Collective would like to remind you, group number 3, to be softer and more gentle with yourself. Because you have power to your voice. You have abilities that others incarnated here do not and will not have. You have truths and knowledge that are unique to you. And you are not the one who goes around saying this about yourself, which is how others know that it's true. Your ancestors are around you very strongly at this time, group number 3. Those of your bloodline and those of your soul. Take any past life memories at this time with a grain of salt, as you always have, and will eventually teach others too. And continue to trust that you have been coded precisely for this lucid dream. You have more freedom than you give yourself credit for in this lucid dream. And you have angels all around you. Group number 3, almost everything around you is an angel. Allow your perspective to open up to this. Group number 3, I hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. This was your channeled message from the Pleiades. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful magical realm, and I will see you next time. Namaste.